Good morning, everyone. This is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. And this week, we are talking about an awesome event in Pittsfield on Friday, October 21st, called Downtown Pittsfield, It's Alive. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. We have Rebecca Brien and Kim Gritman here from Downtown Pittsfield, Inc., who is spearheading this along with the TDI, Transformative Development Initiative. It's a co-spearheading event. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Downtown Pittsfield, It's Alive. Let's talk about what people can expect 4 to 8 p.m. That's quite a long time for an event.
Absolutely. You can start where Dottie's is and make your way all the way to East Street, and there'll be something for you everywhere. Stuff for the kids, stuff for the teens, stuff for the adults, performances, crafts, kids, fun games. There really is something for everyone. People make fun of me all the time because I say there really is something for everyone. I think for the 10 by 10 festival, I say that. But truly, at this event, there is something for everyone. There is a night market on Dunham Mall. Rebecca, tell us about that.
So the night market has been an idea that DPI has been sort of toying with for a long time, and we thought this was the ideal setting to do it. So there are going to be 15 plus vendors all along Dunham Mall itself. We have live music who will be there as well. Jackson, his one-man band will be playing. We have the Blog Bus who will be doing prints there, as well as all of the favorites from our morning Saturday Farmers Market will be there as well. We also have some special events happening at Witch Slapped, which is a great store located right around the corner from Dunham Mall, and they will have some pop-up vendors there as well.
We were just talking about that is a new store in Pittsfield, and before we went on air, Bev Prentice, the operator of the board extraordinaire, was talking about that store, and it is such a great addition to Pittsfield. It's a gift store, but also there are many things for yourself, like sage. Burning sage is a peaceful ritual that I recommend for a lot of people. They have the tools for what you need for that kind of thing, but they have bath bombs, they have
mystical
gifts.
Bubble bath.
Ooh, there you go. See?
Jewelry, and they have things, workshops, DIY all the time. You can walk in and make your own spell jar. Good for kids, good for adults. I went in by myself and made one, and I had a blast. So, and she also hosts workshops. She has, groups that meet there with different witch. See, I can't speak to this, but they're different. What would you say? Their preferences as a witch, like whatever. They talk about what they do.
Really cool.
Everyone is welcome. That's the thing. You don't have to understand that to be welcomed there, and she would gladly explain it to you, Danielle Munn.
Yes, it's a really fun addition to North Street. They're located at 437. Oh, no, that's Framework. Framework, they're going to be doing a pop-up craft at Framework. The actual location of Witch Slapped is further south on North Street.
78 North Street.
There you go. 78 North Street.
So very close to that night market. And that night market will have some Halloween stuff too, some crocheted pumpkins. There's scarves with like skulls crocheted in. There's a plushie mobile for the kids. They can make their own.
Very cool. This night market has been in the works for years. I've heard about it, a dream from different people, DPI and others. And so, yay, it's happening. It's very exciting. This is all a part of Downtown Pittsfield, It's Alive. Downtown Pittsfield, It's Alive. It's starting at 4 p.m. on Friday, October 21st in downtown Pittsfield. It is a co-led event by Mass Development's Transformative Development Initiative and Downtown Pittsfield, Inc., and other partners for sure. Wow. And I'm looking, the reason I'm saying wow is I'm looking at this brochure from all of the events that are happening. And really from 4 to 8 o'clock, there are events happening all the way from Dottie's, music and masks at Dottie's Coffee Lounge. Make your own mask with artist Diane Fertel. Coffee and sweet treats available for purchase. And the Funk Box Dance Studio is doing performances there at 5.
There'll be Lee. He's got 2 performances at 4 and 6. Singer-songwriter, amazing.
So great. And then you go south, and then what's happening on St. Joseph's Lawn?
So St. Joseph's actually has offered their lawn for us to celebrate all of the kids' activities. So
great.
the Gladys Allen Brigham Center is helping us to organize and promote this event. And the number of things that we have scheduled there include a bouncy house from Car Hardware. Operation Copsicle will be there. Live 95.9 will be there playing music. We also have face painting. We have our paint canvases that DPI has been doing as part of the Arts Walk program. There's also going to be Egremont PTO with a nice little bake sale. And then loads of games. The Berkshire Museum is coming with some activities.
Something exciting. It's a zip line. It's a new program, and you build a test dummy to ride the Berkshire Museum zip line.
Ooh.
Right? Yes.
So you don't have to do it yourself.
You don't ride the zip line. The test dummy rides the zip line. Oh my gosh, that's very cool. All those partners coming together on St. Joseph's Lawn, which is really, really cool. The collaboration of all of these entities. And let's talk about, we're rewinding a little bit about how this whole thing came to be. This event, downtown Pittsfield, It's Alive. What happened to make this event happen?
So downtown Pittsfield actually has been designated, as you mentioned, a transformative development initiative location. That is a group of partners that are looking to accelerate the economic growth in this district. So we have been given grant funding to help provide this type of event. It's called a quick win, and it basically would start with it started with a very small idea of the night market, and then between Downtown Pittsfield Inc. and CosQuest, who is one of our other organizers, we worked with Witch Slapped as well. This event just sort of grew into the festival it's become. The partners themselves include Allegroni, Berkshire Bank, Barrington Stage, the Black Economic Council, BRTA, the Berkshire Theater Group, the City of Pittsfield, of course, Lee Bank, Mass Development, and Thistle and Mirth. And so the ideas have just grown, and everyone as part of those partnerships has been able to lend, whether it be volunteers or support or ideas, to really bring something that's fun and, as we said, a quick win into downtown.
Oh, that's amazing. We are talking about the Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive. This is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. We're on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development from the City of Pittsfield. We have Kim Gritman and Rebecca Brien from Downtown Pittsfield Inc. talking about this event that's happening Friday, October 21st, starting at 4 o'clock in downtown Pittsfield. It's called Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive, 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Yes. Oh, there will be snakes. Let's segue to the hissing booth that will be happening at the BRTA.
Okay. Tell us about that.
Yes. So Opal Raven, she is also performing at Persip Park, but when she's not performing, you can meet a 30-pound boa constrictor. And if you're brave enough, hold it and take a picture with it.
No, thank you.
So that will be just 1 hour, 5:15 to 6:15, all free at the BRTA.
Wow.
I'm curious. I might try it.
Oh, because you're brave and snakes don't freak you out.
No, they do.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
No.
It's called, this is very funny. It's called the Hissing Booth. I just am looking at the brochure. The Hissing Booth is at the Intermodal Center. Wow, that is, woo. I'm not sure I'm brave enough for that, but I'm sure there are plenty of people that are. Starting at 5:15 at the Intermodal Center with Opal Raven Cirque. Wow.
As we mentioned, we are trying to make sure that the teens have activities, so we think that would be one thing that they would love. At the downtown Pittsfield Inc.'s meeting room on 33 Dunham Mall, we also have gaming going on that has been sponsored by Mana Crypt. Wow. So that's going to include games including Mondrosity, which is sort of a reverse Pictionary. There's an actual card game called Witch Slapped. And then there's a zombie dice game, and that's going to be starting at 4:30, and they'll be doing sessions to teach you how to play every half an hour.
Very cool. That's called the Mana Crypt Gaming, and it's at Dunham Mall for free, of course. Most of this stuff that we're talking about is free, we would like to point out, which, again, is quite an amazing thing for an event of this sort. 4-hour long, a 4-hour-long event, and most of the things are free. What is the YMCA Pumpkin Splash?
So, do you know that pumpkins float? They can float in the YMCA pool. And so kids will have 20 minutes. They're signed up for time slots you can reserve in advance, and walk-ins are welcome as slots are available that night. So they dive in and they pick a pumpkin to take home.
Wow.
So that's free for members and $5 for anybody else.
I didn't know they floated.
Well, who would have thought? They're pretty heavy. So that's quite something. And then there's an awesome movie playing outside. Let's talk about that.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I do remember the initial inquiry about what movie should be played, and I believe Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice was one of the recommendations. So
it is it is such a classic movie, is the thing, and it appeals to so many different levels. We were lucky enough that Jody and Paul Tartell are offering the parking lot that is located at Palace Park, and at 6:15 we will start having that movie projected on the side of the wall. People are asked to bring chairs, please, but we also have some great goodies that will be offered there as well. There's going to be the PTO from Egremont School will be doing a popcorn wagon, and that is actually being sponsored by Guardian Life. There's also Shire Donuts and Bliss Cookie Shop will have things for sale as well.
Which are the cutest cookies ever. It's this little cart, and there are 3 varieties, Italian cookies. They come in little bags. They open the top of the cart, and they pull you out a little bag of Italian cookies or chocolate chip cookies, like $1, $2. So perfect price range for anybody that wants to check out that movie.
Wow. What is this cookie place?
Bliss Cookie Shop.
Bliss?
It's new, but I tried them at the Apple Squeeze, and I went back for seconds. So
Bliss
yummy.
Cookie Shop. Well, you can't really go wrong with the name Bliss, I guess, which, yay for that. Good naming on the cookie shop. Bliss Cookie Shop will be offering. So there will be snacks available for the outdoor movie. Again, bring your own chair to the Palace Park, which is right off of North Street between Wolfson Center and the Garden, Maria's European Delight. It's that big parking lot across from the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts where our offices are. So all good. That's going to be really cool. A movie kind of under the stars. 6:15 start. Sadly, it gets dark around 6:15 now. So we're prepared. We're okay. And it's just an emotional, an emotional awakening this time of year. But the movie will be over around 8 o'clock. And then the adults can continue on a zombie pub crawl. This is something that has happened in Pittsfield before, and again, an amazing example of collaboration. Downtown Pittsfield Inc. and TDI Transformative Development Initiative said, we are having this Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive event. The zombie pub crawl folks said, we want to get in on that action, so we are going to collaborate with you and be a part of it. So let's talk about the zombie pub crawl.
Yeah, we partnered with Casey Albert, who's spearheading that now. This is the 13th year of the zombie pub crawl. And we have a variety of venues, some in the downtown area and then some a little farther out. We have Sims and Zens, but we have Flatburger Society, Methuselah, Thistle and Mirth, Berkshire Palette, Patrick's 101 Restaurant and Bar. So a new thing that we're doing to be COVID safe and also just it's fun. We'll have DIY makeup kits for $5 available at the start of the crawl at the first couple of venues. So if you bring cash, you can get a whole kit and you can do your whole face over to go on your merry way. But if you get carded and they don't recognize you, please don't be mad.
I did see that in some of your material. Oh, I think it's right there. Yeah. And I thought that was very wise of you. That was a very good thing to say because you do want to still be recognizable as yourself, the picture on your driver's license for carding purposes.
The other thing is if you want to do a little bit of pre-gaming for that zombie crawl, Hot Plate Brewing Company is going to be doing a pop-up that night, during the event from 4 to 8. That's going to be at the Boyd Quinson Stage at 30 Union Street, which is the Barrington Stage Company there. That is a free tasting. They are doing 2 specialty beers just for the event. And so that's something, if you wanted to get a little sip of that and try, they'll be opening up. The goal is for January in downtown. So they are very good at doing these little tastings. Their beer is excellent.
They are very good at the tastings. That's, again, from 4 to 8 at the Boyd Quinson Stage on 30 Union Street, the Barrington Stage Company's Boyd Quinson Stage at 30 Union Street. That's awesome. And then, Kim, talk to us about the costume contest.
Okay, so the costume contest is for all ages, kids, teen, and adult. And there'll be some prizes, a gift card for some of our downtown merchants and restaurants, one of our It's Alive t-shirts, which you can still order from 413shirts.com. You can pre-order them. They glow in the dark, or you can buy them at the night market. So basically, how the costume contest is going to work is a little different. It will be online after the event. So you show up to 247 North Street, which is the Wright building, which is vacant right now, but we'll be transforming that with props and Halloween backgrounds. We'll have a professional photographer. And you don't have to be in costume to take advantage of that. Anyone is welcome to get a free photo. But if you want to be in the costume contest, you have to go there between 5 and 7 to have your picture taken and sign something that lets us know that you are interested in being a part of that. And along with that, because that will be great for the kids who we are encouraging to dress up, because there's a monster hunt put on by CosQuest from 4 to 8. So just back to the St. Joe kids area, that's only from 4 to 6, but don't worry if you miss that, because we have this monster hunt. And we also have some face painting that will go on till 8 p.m. The monster hunt, every child that participates will get toys and candy. There'll be about 10 stops, and you take a smartphone and you follow a map and you scan QR codes once you find that monster.
Wow.
So if your kids really liked the downtown trick or treat, they're going to love this. It's even more fun. It's an adventure.
Well, how old or young do you have to be?
I'm saying 1 to 15. If you still have the spirit of a kid in you and you want to find monsters, we welcome you. We have plenty of stuff to give out for that event. And then you're entered to win, again, a t-shirt and some movie tickets if you are one of the people who do the whole thing.
That's amazing. All of this is called Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive. It's a part of the Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive event, Friday, October 21st from 4 to 8 p.m. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. We're talking to Kim and Rebecca from Downtown Pittsfield, Inc., or DPI, all about this event, Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive. It starts at 4 o'clock on Friday, goes to 8 o'clock, and then there are other events, including the zombie pub crawl, that go past 8 o'clock, but the core of the event is 4 to 8 p.m. There truly is something for everyone at this event. We were just talking about the monster hunt spearheaded by CosQuest, which is essentially a scavenger hunt through downtown Pittsfield. 1 to 15, I like that. 1 to 15 is the age recommendation to do that. Dress up and stop at the photo booth. The costume contest will choose photos taken at the photo booth at 247 North Street from 5 to 7 p.m. That's amazing. So what haven't we talked about? I guess what's happening at Hot Harry's? Tattoo, face painting, and tarot parlor?
Yes. So again, we wanted to make sure there were activities for all ages. So the outdoor patio at Hot Harry's is sort of a teen gathering, although it is appropriate for adults as well. We actually have a face painter who will be there and doing tattoos for individuals in a spooky theme. And then there's also going to be 2 tarot card readers there working in tandem. So you get one question and you get 2 perspectives to go back to you. We'll have some spooky music going on there. And of course, Hot Harry's will be open if you want to have a bite to eat. So that is really exciting.
And
all free.
All free. all of these things, we should say that all of this is on Downtown Pittsfield's website, downtownpittsfield.com. We have posted it as our featured event on Love Pittsfield's website, and social media is rocking with this information. It's on the Downtown Pittsfield social media posts, but people are sharing it in the good news posts and other posts. I've seen a lot of the action happening on the Downtown Pittsfield social media avenues.
Yeah, follow us at Downtown Pittsfield on Facebook and Instagram.
At Downtown Pittsfield, for sure. And let's talk about Soma's Aromas, who's always up for an event of any kind. So they will be open for this event as well.
Oh, yeah. She's going to have a 15% off sale store-wide, and then she'll be giving out candy to the kids. And she's also participating in our window decoration contest, which is another big piece of this event. So through that TDI funding, we were able to get starter kits for businesses if they wanted them, which had some window clings and some lights. So that gets you on your way to being a prospective winner in 3 categories: scariest, best overall decorations, and most creative. This again will be another online voting thing. There is a link on this map, so when people go around, they can follow all of the people that are participating are listed. So you just check off the ones that you feel deserve to win, and their employees will be treated to lunch if they win this contest.
I love that.
Nice.
That's a great idea. That's a great prize, too.
Mm-hmm.
You have simply thought of everything for this event, and it was a quick fix between the TDI and the Downtown Pittsfield Inc., so you didn't have as much lead time to do this as one normally would hope to have.
So an event like this, and Jen can attest to it, normally you would start preparing 9 to 12 months in advance. And we had 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Of once it was approved by the TDI and Mass Development that this was something that they felt would bring people downtown, show people what our downtown has to offer, and really solidifying the fact that, guess what? Downtown is alive. Mm-hmm. We have great stores. We have great restaurants. In this case, we're going to have so many outdoor activities. And our hope is that looking forward over the next 3 years, that our TDI programming will be available, that more of these types of things will be happening. You know, their goal really is to help us advance the partnerships and the community engagement. They want to bring in small businesses into the downtown. They're talking about real estate development to provide housing. They're talking about space activation. So some of these locations that may be like Dunham Mall that is totally underused, we are now setting goals on how we can bring people to enjoy them. They're looking at the arts and culture. And then really looking at, more than anything else, leadership development, because it has taken this whole collaboration and all of these partners and all of our sponsors to make something of this happen, and in such a short period of time. We had the city of Pittsfield signing off on permits this morning for us as we're getting things that are last minute. They were like, we really want this to be part of it, but we need to fast track it. And the city of Pittsfield has done it.
Yes.
It's amazing how much can happen when we're all working together.
That's right, a collaborative event. So a little bit back to this TDI, Transformative Development Initiative. Some people, this might sound familiar because there was a TDI initiative on Tyler Street a few years back where there were events in conjunction with this Mass Development TDI. And this one that we are speaking of that is a partner in this Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive is specifically focused downtown. Let's talk about that a little bit. This TDI is a 3-year commitment.
It is a 3-year program that has been offered to downtown Pittsfield due to the fact that we are considered a gateway city in Massachusetts. And basically all that means is that we're a mid-size urban center, because Pittsfield is the urban center of Berkshire County, and that we anchor regional, the economy in terms of what we have to offer. So the initiative, as I said, is really looking at actionable plans, which I think everyone likes to hear. There's lots of planning going on, but how do we take action on it? And they're looking to implement local economic development initiatives. And that sounds like really big words, but the great part of it is we have someone who is designated to our district from Mass Development. Julie Kopelos will be working out of Frameworks. She is working on making sure all of our partners are working together. You may have already seen her downtown knocking on doors and getting to know the businesses to find out what is really needed in our downtown to bring it alive.
Yes, it is actionable items, and it's super exciting. Those that remember the Tyler Street initiative a few years back will remember how exciting it was, and I think it truly did spark some economic development in that area. So the hope is that whatever happens over the course of the next 3 years with Julie and beyond, we'll do the same for downtown. But step one, if you want to get to know Julie and TDI in any way, is to go to this Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive event. It's Friday, October 21st from 4 to 8 p.m. There truly is something for everyone. This night market on Dunham Mall is featuring more than 15 vendors. Bear Butter, we're familiar with many of these places. Berkshire Pride, Plush Pals, Shire Fire Candles, the Berkshire Pine, the Blog Bus. So the Blog Bus came to Third Thursday, and they are so cool, Chris and Allie. So they literally screen print things live while you're there. They screen print on this cool blue Blog Bus. I call it the blue Blog Bus, and I think Bob Heck could not say that 2 times in a row when I said it to him. So it's called the Blog Bus. But it's so cool. They open the bus and they decorate it with all these screen prints, and then you can walk onto the bus and see how they screen print live, and there will be prints available.
Spooky print. There's a special spooky print available.
A special spooky print. They did some really cool Pittsfield prints for us throughout the Third Thursday season, and so that was really cool.
Can we talk about the music? We don't want to leave our musicians out.
Of course. Let's talk about the music.
So there are 3 locations with music. As Rebecca already mentioned, Dunham Mall, the night market, will have Jack Waldheim for all 4 hours.
Woohoo.
And then Dottie's will have Lee and Funk Box Dance Studio, who will also be at Persett Park. So we will have at 4 and 6 the Funk Box Dance Studio, at 4:45 and 6:45 Opal Raven, who's our hissing booth operator, but she will be doing a light and I think sword show. She's a circus performer. She's amazing. And then at 5 and 7 we will have Sample the Cat.
And those are at Persett Park. Sample the Cat is the name of a band.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
And then Berkshire Theater Group is going to be out and about for sure. I saw them mention that somewhere on social media, I think. They're going to have a table available to talk about their upcoming events. So Berkshire Theater Group, Barrington Stage Company, everybody's truly getting involved in this Downtown Pittsfield It's Alive event. Barrington Stage Company is opening their main stage, the Boyd Quinson stage, to Hot Plate Brewing to do a pop-up tasting from 4 to 8 p.m., and Berkshire Theater Group is having this table for sweet treats at Persett Park. Is that right?
Yep, and we'll be there too, DPI, with maps, and we'll be pretty much at all the locations. Look for a volunteer. They will have a lanyard that says volunteer, and you can grab a map from them to follow that night. Lots
of different activities, but this map is very cool. It's pumpkins and bats to tell you where all of the locations are, and then a very easy way to read the zombie pub crawl and all of its locations. And then the CosQuest Monster Hunt is from 4 to 8 p.m. and that will be available to scan a QR code or to go to that app?
So when you are at the St. Joe Kids Zone, and even after that wraps up, there will be a monster with a QR code there, and someone can help you to get started. Just look for someone and ask for help.
Yes, and it's way easier than you think it is. I've done it. You go in the app, and it just takes you from place to place to place to place, and it's super fun for the kids. They, frankly, can run the app better than we all can because they know what they're doing. All of this stuff that we're talking about is at Downtown Pittsfield downtowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntowntownt to get minute by minute, day by day, hour by hour updates on all of this. And there's these cool maps that, as Kim said, will be available the night of. We have about 10 to 15 more seconds. So let's just say, everybody come on out.
I'm going for the snake.
You're going for the hissing booth. The hissing booth is at the Intermodal Center, downtown Pittsfield. It's alive. Friday, October 21st, 4 to 8 p.m. Thank you, Kim and Rebecca, for all you do. Have a great week, everyone.